It is a profound privilege to address this roundtable on the topic of immense significance to our collective future. And before we start, I am just looking at some stats and explain the issue. And the issue is that 43% of Muslim girls do not get any education. And if we compare this with Christian girls, they are only 11%. And if we compare this with Buddhist girls, they are at 28%. And if we compare this with Jewish girls, it stands at 1%. And we are at 43%. The average education that a Muslim girl gets is 4.9 years on average. A Christian girl gets 9.1 years of average education. A Jewish girl gets 13.4 years. And a Buddhist girl gets 7.1 years. So, looking at this issue now, we need to see how the media can engage and help us overcome this. As chairman and president of the University of Management Technology, I have witnessed firsthand how transformative education can be for girls, especially from the remotest of areas and from the most underprivileged sections of society. Yet, while we recognize the indispensable value of education, especially for girls, we also bear witness to persistent disparities that imperil their access to learning. These inequalities must be dismantled through concerted efforts, including the responsible and strategic use of media. And by media, I do not only take into account news agencies or media channels or newspapers, but also filmmakers, documentary makers, and entertainment industry and everyone else. Islam, as a tradition imbued with principles of justice and compassion, unequivocally emphasizes the pursuit of knowledge for all. The Quranic exhortation read underscores the universality of this imperative. It is not addressed only to men, but it is a universal commandment. Throughout Islamic history, from as early as the intellectual scholarship of Hazrat Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, we find a profound commitment to learning as a vehicle of spiritual and social upliftment. Today, we add that the media, if harnessed with integrity, can become a powerful ally to nurture and sustain these notions, ensuring that the public are informed, equitable, and prepared for the future. Media as an instrument of transformative change. Modern media platforms like film, television, news, digital outlets, social channels serve as the conduit between communities and global audiences. Through investigative reporting, documentaries, and public service announcements, the media can expose egregious violations of girls' educational rights and galvanize public support for remedial action. The media can also inadvertently perpetuate harmful stereotypes about Muslim societies and women's roles therein. Our imperative, therefore, is to cultivate a media landscape that reflects the nuanced realities of our communities, showcasing the strides Muslim nations are making in education, while remaining candid about challenges that persist. So we have to give a balanced view. By offering balanced evidence-based narratives, the media can become a beacon of truth and an agent of positive change. I also compiled some brief case studies which I would like to share with the August members of this panel. Malala Fund, in partnership with international news outlets and documentary filmmakers, they basically partnered and made content that covered areas where where a lot of initiatives could be taken. Their coverage not only secured financial pledges from global donors, their stories, but also encouraged local policymakers to initiate reforms such as revising school curriculum and providing safer school environments. Number two, Shahr-e-Ilm, City of Knowledge, Pakistan. A national television network produced a docu-series profiling remarkable stories of young women from rural areas who, against all odds, pursued higher education. Viewers were deeply moved by the narratives and tangible societal benefits these women brought to their communities. This also spurred local support from donors, and the government strengthened oversight to ensure consistent school attendance for girls. Sahara Scholars Initiative in North Africa, they also in partnership with international streaming platforms through regional filmmakers documented success stories of women entrepreneurs who credited their success to their education. Broadcasting these accounts globally not only enhance the positive image of Islam as a faith that depicts and encourages diligence and academic pursuit, but also served to motivate other young girls to seek educational opportunities. Through these things and through some other things like having balanced portrayal, focusing on success stories, showing community engagement, building capacity of people who are in the media sector, having institutional alliances with universities, with news agencies, and everyone related to this sector, we can really change the narrative and improve girls' education. Esteemed participants, our endeavor should be rooted in thoughtful, impactful initiatives rather than empty rhetoric. Through responsible media stewardship, we can illuminate the indispensable role of girls' education in strengthening our societies